Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Weather Center. Here's what we are looking at this Friday. We have a cutoff flow that is controlling the weather across much of South Africa, resulting in rain over the southern areas and thundershowers across the eastern parts of the country. At the same time, we have a cold front that has introduced a cloudy, cold and wet weather into KwaZulu-Natal and the Eastern Cape, where heavy rains are possible for parts of the provinces and snowfalls are expected in some places in the Eastern Cape. Then on Saturday, we are going to stay with cold and wet weather across much of eastern South Africa. In the meantime, here on the latest satellite picture, we are seeing the cutoff flow I mentioned earlier sitting right in the center of the country, and the cold front here is already pushing cold and moist air into much of the Eastern Cape and the KwaZulu-Natal province. So for the rest of your Friday, it's going to stay cloudy and rainy across much of the Eastern Cape and KwaZulu-Natal, with light snowfalls expected this afternoon over the northeastern areas of the Eastern Cape and across the southern parts of the Drakensberg Mountains. Isolated to scattered thundershowers are forecast for the eastern areas of the Northwest and Free State, extending eastwards into Gauteng, Mpumalanga and Limpopo. It's going to stay mostly sunny across the rest of South Africa. Now, we are expecting up to a 40% chance of rain and thundershowers for the rest of your Friday, where you see the light shades of blue. Scattered rain and thunderstorms are forecast where you see the dark shade of blue. And we're expecting widespread precipitation where you see the shade of purple over the southeastern areas of the Eastern Cape and across much of KwaZulu-Natal. Snowfalls over the northeastern areas of the Eastern Cape. Now, we have a watch in place for heavy rains for your Friday across the southeastern areas of the Eastern Cape as well as across western KwaZulu-Natal. A watch is also in place for significant snowfalls that could be disruptive over the northeastern areas of the Eastern Cape. We also have a watch in place for severe thunderstorms that could produce large hail and damaging winds across the eastern Highveld areas. It's going to be breezy this afternoon around the KwaZulu-Natal coastal areas, winds gusting to 40 kilometers per hour between Durban and Richards Bay. Lighter winds for the northeastern areas. Fresh to strong winds are also forecast for the southern parts of the Northern Cape. A moderate southeasterly breeze around the Cape Peninsula. Afternoon temperatures are going to recover nicely for Cape Town with a high of 20, but it's going to be chilly for the southern parts of South Africa. Sutherland managing a high of just 9, 12 for Graaff-Reinet, 13 in Bishop. Rather chill as well around Pietermaritzburg. 19 for the high in Durban, much warmer over the northeastern areas where top temperatures in the lower to mid 20s are expected. On a Saturday, we are going to have mostly sunny skies for western South Africa. Cape Town warming to 24. Cloudy, rainy and stormy weather is forecast across the eastern areas. Then on Sunday, it's going to be chilly for Gauteng. Rain continues along the east coast and across eastern Mpumalanga and Limpopo.